On August 29th, the armed forces of Ukraine launched a full-scale counteroffensive in the Kherson region. The offensive on the fronts was preceded by intense artillery shelling of military positions of Russian forces as well as cities under Russian control. In the morning, Ukrainian units with a large amount of manpower, significant support from equipment, and remaining aircraft tried to break through the Russian defense along almost the entire front line. On the first day of operations, they succeeded in 3 areas. On the Black Sea coast, Ukrainian forces failed to develop an offensive and dislodged the Russians from the village of Alexandrovka. Another offensive was carried out along the Mykolaiv-Kherson road. Ukrainians made a breakthrough up to 10 kilometers, but the Russian armed forces successfully counterattacked and repelled them back. Fierce clashes continue in Pravdino and Soldatska. The Ukrainian counterattack in Volgodadna also failed. The village has recently come under Russian control, and they are still holding their positions there. The main gains of the Ukrainian military were reported in the areas of Andriivka and Davidovgrad. Ukrainian forces still have their strongholds in the village of Andriivka, located on the left bank of the Inglitz River. They established a pontoon bridge in the area and managed to advance to the east in the steppe. The Ukrainians broke through to the village of Shuhoy Stavok and knocked out the defense in Davidovgrad. Both settlements are in the gray zone. Neither of the warring sides holds control over them. In the north of the Kherson front line, the Ukrainian army tried to break through the Russian defenses in Vysokopolye and Algina, but suffered heavy losses and failed to advance. Fierce clashes continue as the Russian grouping deployed in the area was cut from supply roads by fire from Ukrainian artillery. The Russian Defense Ministry confirmed the Ukrainian counterattack in the Kherson and Mykolaiv regions. According to the Russian military, the attempt to attack in 3 directions failed, and the Ukrainian army suffered heavy losses. On August 29th, Russian forces destroyed 48 tanks, 46 infantry fighting vehicles, 37 other armored combat vehicles, and 8 pickups with heavy machine guns. More than 1,200 Ukrainian servicemen were killed during the day. However, the armed forces of Ukraine continue their offensive and draw the reserves along the entire southern front line, mainly in the area of Davidovgrad and Vysokopolye. Despite suffering heavy losses in the steppes, Ukrainian forces are unlikely to step back. The bloody counteroffensive is vital to the Kiev regime, which has to claim at least some victories on the front lines to prove the effectiveness of the multi-billion-dollar weapons supplied by its Western partners.